A decorated black officer wore his uniform with quiet pride, but the moment he claimed his first-class seat, a flight attendant tried to humiliate him, insisting he didn't belong because he was a black man. Hours later, when hijackers stormed the cockpit, the same man she tried to shame would save every life on board and expose her ignorance to the world. Captain Isaiah Brooks, a decorated black officer, had survived war zones and hostage crises. But nothing prepared him for the cold humiliation of being told he didn't belong in first class because of the color of his skin. He settled into seat 2A, his posture straight, uniform pressed, medals gleaming, a lifetime of service on display. The flight attendant marched over, her eyes skimming his ribbons like cheap props. "Sir, this section is for first-class passengers only," she announced, voice slicing the quiet. Isaiah looked her dead in the eye. "I am a first-class passenger." She let out a short laugh. "I doubt that." Passengers turned to watch, some smirking, others whispering. He felt the old familiar heat, anger tempered by years of discipline. He didn't argue. He didn't raise his voice. He simply held her gaze until she stomped away. Hours later, as the plane cut through the night sky, turbulence slammed the cabin so hard the luggage compartments burst open. A silver flash drive tumbled into Isaiah's lap, etched with one word: Red Verge. His pulse spiked. He knew that codename from classified missions. Something deadly. Suddenly, cockpit alarms shrieked. A hijacker, masked and armed, stepped behind the pilots and ordered them to change course. Screams erupted. The plane shuddered. Isaiah stood slowly, every eye following the black man they'd mocked. He moved down the aisle with lethal calm, meeting the gaze of a retired Marine who'd watched it all. In silent agreement, they advanced. He lunged, grabbed the barrel, and drove his shoulder into the man's chest. A shot cracked, shattering the windshield. Wind roared through the cockpit. He pinned the attacker to the floor, yanked the gun free, and turned to the trembling pilot. "We're landing this bird. Manual override." Minutes later, the jet screeched onto Tulsa's runway. Relief surged through the cabin, until they saw masked men swarming the tarmac, rifles raised. The same flight attendant who tried to humiliate him now cowered, her voice breaking as she admitted she'd helped hack the flight, too blind to see who the real threat was. And the black man she called unworthy had just saved every single life on board. What would you do if you were in his place, calmly saving the same people who doubted your worth because you're black? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let your voice be heard.